Yo, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going down, bro? How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling grateful, feeling tapped in with the big homie and high vibrational. I woke up a couple hours ago, just been tapping in with God and getting ready. I got work after this, so what I'm saying? Happy that we're able to knock this out real quick.
Facts, bro. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing to just be here in another episode, episode 98. God is good, and yeah, cultivating that life force energy is no joke, bro. You be just ambitious to get shit knocked out. And as far as my day goes today, it's been weird because I had made a video earlier. One of my homies / associates that I used to hang out with all the time ended up passing away / committing suicide and stuff, bro. And so my day has been weird. I just been trying to stay positive and keep moving forward and do what I need to do and not have negative thoughts take me over and shit. The devil and this punk ass Harvey is working overtime. I already got my armor on and shit, but when you deal with death or individuals that that passed away, that hits way different, especially on SR. You are operating in the spirit, so your senses are heightened. So when you hear that news, it's like I said, it's like a punch in the chest from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been dealing with that shit, just trying to stay on the positive side of things. It's just, it's been one of those days. And I was outside not too long ago and ended up seeing my spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? I sent you the picture. They were in the field, the two pros / ravens and stuff. I was literally like just chilling, and I started thinking about the birds and stuff, right? And I literally like checked out my phone for a message and then looked up, right? And I already had the birds on my mind while I was doing this. I shit you not, bro. I looked up and they were in the field. 2 of them, So that's how I know that might be a confirmation. Those are my spirit birds. If I'm like thinking about them and then they pop the fuck up in the field, I look right up in the grass. There they go. That was crazy as hell, bro.
Yeah, that's low key. That's low key like almost a moment, when you have the heavy emotions coming in, obviously from your friend, and then you have God giving you like heavy synchronicities like that. It's almost like the universe is trying to give you a hug or something.
Facts. That's what it felt like, bro. Like soon as I seen my spirit animal and shit, I felt better because I was like somewhat in a, going down a little bit as far as how I felt. Because like I said, I used to hang out with bro and shit all the time. And just staying on the pathway, bro, and moving forward type shit, even though you have, hard punches or jabs and hooks that hit you in life, you got to still fight,
Yeah, it's man, I feel you. And it definitely hits harder on SR, like what we were saying, because I feel like now we have a deeper understanding of life. And I feel like for guys like us, we tap in with God and we tap in with our spirituality and we tap in with, the good side of life. So we're tapped in and we're understanding all this. We have our new understanding of life. And then, you see somebody pass away that's obviously under negative influence, and I've been there too. And I've had, friends pass away as well. It's a very sad situation. It makes you wonder, like, why certain people go and then why certain people stick around,
Right, bro.
Because I used to have, I used to do drugs as well. I used to live that party lifestyle too. And I remember I had, I've seen a lot of messed up stuff. And it's like, why wasn't I the one taken out? Why, could have been me plenty of times, but at the same time, you can't question it. It's just, it is what it is. It's all God's timing. And it's very unfortunate. It's very sad that some of our friends had to go, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely some sad shit, bro. And it's very bizarre, because it always hits you when you least expect it. That's how it felt for me. It just like literally came to me out of nowhere. The universe definitely backhanded me with that one, but that's okay though. That's okay. You just got to keep moving forward, man, and just wish the best for his family type shit,
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me get that intro knocked out, bro. We chopping it up.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the Unchained podcast, everybody. This is your boy SpiritWar Martin, along with his podcast partner Sebastian. We always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix and spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen here. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee, man. You got the topics?
Yeah, let's get into it. Topic number 1, bro. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, for podcast 98. For topic number 1, what are your thoughts on having unexpected losses in life?
Well, we touched on it a little bit right there. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way in. I've dealt with quite a bit of loss in my life, man. My dad passed away when I was 22. Like I said, I've had like 3 or 4 people in my life pass away that were really close to me. And it's kind of like how I just said, it's hard to comprehend, and it's hard. It's one of those things in life that I don't really understand how it works. You know, it's kind of one of those things that you just have to trust God, and you know, there's some reason behind all these things, you know, especially when it comes to sudden death and loss and things like that. It's hard for me to understand, but it's definitely a time for us to I would say tap in with God even further, you know, and allow yourself to feel God's presence and just be grateful, you know, because you never know, you know, we never know what could happen. You know, it's every single day is a blessing. That's what I've learned, you know, along this journey, and literally anything could happen, you know, and like, you never know what could happen, bro. You know, there's freak accidents and things like that. So we got to stay tapped in with God, and definitely it makes me want to you know, be more appreciative of people in my life, you know, and be grateful for the people that I do have in my life, you know, while they're here, you know, give people their flowers type stuff, you know,
Right.
So you never know what could happen, bro, in life. So that's how I try to live, you know, when it comes to people that I truly care about, bro. I try to let them know as much as I can. I try to let them know that I love them. And yeah, bro, because you never know, you never know when your day is, you know. Obviously it's all up to God. So, you know, might as well be appreciative and let people know, you know, how you feel about them while you're here.
Yeah, that's important, man, because yeah, like you said, man, you have unexpected losses that are just happen out of nowhere type shit, bro. And if you didn't have a chance to speak to these individuals and stuff, or at least say something heartfelt, that shit, you know, it has you feeling a certain way, you know, because you be like, damn, I wish I could have said something to them before they decided, you know, to leave the earth realm type shit, you know. And yeah, it's just best, you know, just make sure that you are always humble and always be in a positive spirit, no matter what, to individuals and stuff. It's not good to be bitter. It's always important to just be, yeah, high vibrational and shit, and try to raise that shit up. But no matter where you go, if you come across negative people, you know, just you have to maintain that high vibrational frame, because obviously, you know, we have of course individuals that shoot that down, but it's a lot of people who need that, you know, a lot of individuals who need high vibrational frequency or elevation of some sort. But it all comes down to us as people. That's why it's good to have good conversations and bring each other up, because we never know what people are going through far as your mind goes. You know what I'm saying? People got demons that they battle every single day, and it's all different types of demons as well, you know. Yes. So it's just important to just yeah, stay stern and positive, man, and you know, raise the vibration and shit no matter where you're going. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just be a light worker, and keep shining that lantern wherever you go type shit, you know. And yeah, from my personal experience, I've experienced a lot of, you know, associates doing suicide and shit, bro. And, you know, yeah, like you said, bro, it makes you wonder, like, you know, how come, you know, how come I didn't get chose to get taken out or something? You know, I'm still here type shit. You know, right. It's because you got a bigger purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Exactly, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that one song. You ever heard that Lil Wayne song with The Game and Lil Wayne called My Life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's that song right there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
That song used to hit me deep when I was a little younger. That song definitely hit me deep because it's exactly what you said. You know, like that's the only way that this stuff can make sense to me, bro. For me to fathom, no, that some of these people can just get wiped off of the planet. Obviously, there is some sort of you know, having to do with the decisions that they made, obviously. And a lot of it is that dark shit that's going on, man. As far as the drug use and stuff, you know, I mean, I was caught in that as well. So it's like a lot of these people get put under a spell, you know, whether it be, you know, it doesn't matter what substance you're using, but I mean, that stuff is very dark and demonic. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you get sucked into, like the spell, and you get sucked into the behavior patterns. And then it's very hard to get out of that because you'll get physically addicted. You know, your body gets addicted to different substances and stuff. So addiction is a super hard one to get out of. It's like one of those strongholds from the enemy that, you know, it's like he'll get you and then he'll keep you there for a long time because your body actually gets addicted to the substances. So it's one of the darker paths that you know, human beings can go down, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro, it is. And on top of that as well, bro, you know, being in toxic relationships, because, you know, we get in these relationships where we think we love these individuals, but they don't love us type shit. And then when it gets to the point to when you find out that these individuals was just there to use you the whole time, that shit can destroy you because you put all your energy and heart into this shit. And then you come to find out these people don't care about you, and you've had kids with these individuals as well. But the whole purpose behind them being in a relationship with you was just to use you and bring you down to spiritual death, bro. And I've seen a lot of that happen. And that's what, you know, my homie / associate was going through, you know, and being in, you know, a relationship with them, you know, the co-parents, having a kid with them, and, you know, them obviously, you know, being married to somebody else and having to see that too. You know, that stuff can have an impact on you as well. If you're already lost as it is, and you are already a father type shit, yeah, you know, that's why it's good to put God first and get on that righteous pathway, or else you're going to be lost out here. And NPC mode, you know, into the drugs, into the alcohol, into the wrong people, just lost. And that's what my homie fell into. You know, that's why it kind of hits me hard, because I didn't have a chance to give him words of encouragement or anything. Yeah. You know.
Man. Yeah, that's very sad, man. Prayer and his family, bro. You
know, the shit is no joke, man. And it's just important to just, you know, give people their flowers, man, you know, while you can. Because you never know when people leave up out of here.
You never know. It's all up to God.
Yeah, it is, bro. All right, man. For topic number 2, bro, what are your thoughts on advice for chosen ones out there?
Well, I actually thought of this topic the other day after I had seen a video from DY and shit, you know, Dante Young, shout out to him. But yeah, this was essentially about, like, once you establish yourself that, you know, you feel like you are one of God's people and you feel like you are destined to raise the vibration of the planet, you know, it's an intense realization, you know, whether you want to, you know, end up being a light worker and doing obviously stuff like what we're doing and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of our viewers fall into that category, but it's like, what are some things that we need to do after realizing this, you know, because I've found that pretty much a lot of your life has to change. You know, you have to change certain behavior patterns. You can't be doing old things that you used to be doing, hanging out with a lot of the same people. That's just what I've noticed, man. And it's a whole different lifestyle, and you have to be able to endure a lot of stuff, you know. And it's obviously it's a learning process, you know, with like learning how to deal with the different types of shortcomings and spiritual attacks, and how people will turn into Agent Smiths and stuff like that. So we have to learn how to navigate this journey, and it's not easy, because what I've encountered is that, generally you're going to be misunderstood. It's one of those things that's it's going to hit later. It's like people aren't going to understand. Well, certain people are. It's like the people that you end up helping. When you're on your light worker mission and you're trying to raise the vibration, obviously the people that you directly help, and maybe you're spreading knowledge or wisdom or helping them get out of a certain area of their life, those people are going to thank you, obviously, and they're going to understand. But a lot of people that are still partaking in different types of stuff, they're going to be like, why are you over there doing all that stuff?
Right.
Why don't you just come over here and hang out with us? Why don't you hang out with us anymore? Why don't you do, why have you changed? Why are you changing?
Ooh-wee.
So what do you got to say on that one, bro?
Man, what I got to say is definitely some misunderstood shit with that.
Yeah.
When it comes down to, chosen ones and shit, people get the perception like wrong. Like being a chosen one just means that you are serious about putting the big homie upstairs first and doing the right shit and helping other individuals wake up to this damn matrix and stuff. It doesn't mean that you're better than anybody. It's just the fact that you see shit for what it really is now, and you just want to awaken people to the darkness. That's what being a chosen one is. Anybody could be a chosen one. You just got to wake up to the inner power that you got within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wake up to that shit within inside yourself, then you're going to become a chosen one, obviously. But it's like people don't want to put in the work to get to that level of, obviously having the confidence in yourself, having the courage, that takes shadow work. If you do shadow work, then you can get to, this place of, confidence and like being a light worker to where you can help other people. That's important. It's just be a light worker, bro, and help other individuals who are obviously going through a dark situation, and giving advice, from your personal situations. Because me and you both has been through some dark shit, like partying, participating in substances, the drugs, the alcohol. You learn and gain a lot of wisdom from that, and you have to endure a lot of pain and suffering and betrayal and backstabbing type shit before you can obviously see life for what it really is, or at least the way you're supposed to see that shit, and just from my personal experience, being a chosen one is just a person that's finally decided to just give up on bullshit that they were participating in and just start going towards the direction of God. When you start doing that, you're basically a chosen one, because you're on the righteous pathway now. It's because you chose to do that. You chose to do the right shit. So obviously God is going to make you a chosen one, because you put him first now. It's common sense.
Yeah. One of the biggest downfalls is like when you start to get into the different categories, God starts to show you different things about life, and he'll show you, okay, obviously masturbating is bad, busting nuts all the time is bad, smoking weed all the time is bad, drinking alcohol, all these things are bad, there's a whole list. But then you'll get the people that like, they'll think that you're like doing too much, they're like, why are you putting so much effort into getting people to stop masturbating or getting people to stop doing this? It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Like they downplay it. They're like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like I understand that porn is bad, but like masturbating every now and then isn't that big of a deal. It's like people, they don't understand the mission. They don't even understand the mission. So it's hard to connect. So it's really, you become, isolated, and you become, you only really relate with other people that are on your same frequency, and they understand, we have the same type of thinking stuff, fellow retainers or other people that are on the spiritual journey is pretty much it. Everyone else is going to be kind of closed off to a lot of the stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah, that's the truth. And what I've noticed is, you have individuals that try to shoot down the fact that you're trying to raise the awareness of this is because it seems like they can't think of the bigger picture to shit. They don't think they don't look at the bigger aspect of how this shit can save your life and make you way more healthier as an individual. They're just looking at the instant gratification of, I don't want to give up that addicting type you know, being on drug type feeling of busting nuts and getting that bullshit dopamine way of receptors to go off, you know, by busting. It's like they can't understand the fact that you want people to stop that because it's like they're incapable to do so. You know, it's like their brains don't work or something because you're busting your life force out. So this shit up here, you ain't got no light bulb lit, you know, so you're thinking negative and trying to shoot down people that's doing positive shit that brings light because you don't have no light within you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I go through. It's individuals that just try to shoot shit down is because it's like they're incapable of doing that because they're so stuck into like that lust realm, as I like to say. You know, they like the instant gratification. They love the feeling of, you know, weakening their power level, you know? Yeah.
They're just stuck in that way of life and they think that that's like the normal way of life until that's what I like to say is like this journey, especially SR, is one of those journeys that it's really hard to understand until you be on it for a little bit, you know?
Right.
Be on it for a little bit and then you understand what's actually going on because it's very easy to be, that's why so many people are like this, bro, is because when you're living like that, like, you know, our old selves, you're under the impression that this is just reality, you know, when you're busting nuts all the time. When you're eating unhealthy food, when you're, you know, smoking weed and drinking, it's almost like you're so stuck in those patterns to where you're just like, yeah, this is just regular life. Now I just have to figure out how to manage, you know, operating like this with all these things involved. This is just how life goes. And then once you get into a situation where you cut all of those out, then you realize how much better it is and how much easier it is to function. And it's like, damn, bro. You know, for all those years, I thought that was just how it had to be, but that's not how it has to be.
Oh, I can agree with you because, looking at my old self, that's how I was operating. You know, I was definitely operating like that, having a lot of things going on at once to where it literally, it damn near killed me, bro. You know, as far as the individual and my mental and my spiritual and stuff. Yeah, you know, it's just, it's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy, and we have to have, as I like to say, better self-awareness of ourselves out here so we can protect our energy and help, you know, other individuals, you know, each other, you know, stay high vibrational and safe, you know, away from a lot of, you know, dark energy and deception.
One of the bigger things that I've been going through, bro, is like now that my discernment has increased, you know, to like just ridiculous levels. Like it's getting to the point where, you know, your circle becomes so small. It's like if anybody shows you like red flags, it's almost like God gets in the way and he wants you to remove these people, even if like just the smallest little thing, because you know that it might potentially cause harm, you know? Right. So I feel like we had to get into a place when you're really on this path of, on the spiritual path where you go on SR, you're trying to raise the vibration, trying to help people, you know, be a light worker. You have to, it becomes, very lonely. Your circle becomes so small because you really don't have time for much. You can't tolerate, you know, all of this, you know, low vibrational behavior, you know, and it's not to say that it doesn't, like, sometimes I feel like I'm being really judgmental when I'm being really picky and picking out different things like, oh, this person's cool, but they're still doing this and this and this. It makes me feel judgmental. But it's like, no, it's not that. It's just, you see it as, it's like that person is still at a certain stage of their life. You know, that's kind of how I see it. It's like they just have to do a little bit more growth, you know, and it's just like interacting with them can cause harm to you. So you have to separate yourself and just, you know, it's basically, it becomes between you and God and your small circle. You know, that's how it has to be.
Yep. Yeah, that's the truth, man. You know, if you, it's just best to operate that way, but it seems like you have to go through a lot and learn a lot before you come to realize this, that, you know, living simple and having your circle like very small is like, you know, the perfect way of life, damn near.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Oh, that was a good topic, bro. On to topic number 3. What are your thoughts on doing good deeds?
it's a super easy way to raise the vibration, obviously, you know, of your environment, of different things when you go around. And I've also noticed that it can transform your day too, bro. You know, if you, maybe you're feeling like spiritually attacked or you're feeling off, I've had moments to where I will, maybe I'll go give money to a homeless person, or, you know, compliment somebody on something. And the energy is very intense. You know, when you're going around and being intentional, a lot of people think that it's corny and stuff like that. Oh, like do good deeds and stuff. It's not corny, bro. It's real, you know. And
Right.
it's not hard to get into a place to where you know, you're aware of this stuff. You know, it's gotten to a point where now, you know, when I'm feeling tapped in with God, bro, it's almost like he does the work for me. I'll see like a homeless person walk by me, and if I have money, I'll give him some money, because I know they probably need some money for food. And that always makes me feel better, you know, because that means that I'm thinking less about myself and I'm thinking more about other people. And it also pleases God, you know, when we're doing that. So it's a very easy way to raise the vibration, you know, and you can do it with anybody, you know.
Facts.
You're talking on the phone with maybe, you know, one of your relatives or a friend, you know, try to help them raise their vibration, try to lift them up in whatever way you can. It's all about having that shift and just focusing on, you know, being intentional with it, you know, like trying to intentionally be somebody that does that stuff on a regular basis, and it'll change your life for real.
Yeah, it will, man. And what I've learned, you know, yeah, just doing good deeds is definitely easy, but it also makes you feel good as well when you do this. And it just makes you feel good helping other individuals and making them feel good as well, you know. And also the universe pays you back for doing good deeds as well. You know, yeah, as I like to say, the energy that you put out, it comes back like a boomerang, you know. You put
Yes,
out
sir.
good energy, then good energy will come back. You put out bad energy, then, you know, bad energy is going to come back to you. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just good to just continuously do good deeds, you know, put God first, and yeah, you know, just be a light worker out here, as we like to say, you know, a person of light in the dark place that we live in, because there's not too many people who have that type of, you know, mind/spirit to just be a light worker out here, to just raise the vibration and shit. Because from what I see, it's a lot of individuals that's just backstabbing and tearing each other down out here, bro, and trying to one up each other, not doing good deeds and shit. You know, definitely idolizing celebrities. That's not doing good deeds, and that's all I see. You feel me? You know, and yeah, them is the wrong people to be idolizing. They don't do no good deeds. You feel me? You know, so it's like we gotta, you know, as people, you know, we got to step up and do these good deeds and shit, you know, because when it comes to, you know, these idols or celebrities or whoever the hell these creatures are, they're not the right people to look up to and get influenced to do good deeds and shit, bro. You know, It's all us. We are the good deeds, because we make the world go around.
Exactly. Just the regular, you know? Just the regular old people, you know?
Yeah, the regular old people. That's the power right there, bro. It's the regular old people and shit.
For real.
You know?
And, you know, the Bible even says, bro, many times, God tells us that giving is more powerful than receiving.
Oh, it is. Because people remember you when you do that shit. Yeah. You are remembered when you do that. Mm-hmm. And if they backstab you, it's going to hurt them even more, because you had pure intention by being a giving person. You know, You are pure when you operate that way. So when you get backstabbed, yeah, it affects people a lot more, because it's like a double shot to the head, basically, because you did somebody that did you good wrong, you know. So that's why it's good to just do good deeds and always be giving, because you can't go wrong with that, and it makes God proud when you do that, bro. But it depends on how you're being a giver, though. You can't be in a toxic relationship with a narcissist and be giving to them and just, you know, spiritually draining yourself. It's got to be, you know, it's got to be to the right people.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. That's still like, yeah, you're right. That's a negative form of getting trapped. Yeah, that's like manipulation from a narcissist. That's totally,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. When you're just giving out, you know, and you can feel it in your spirit, you know, the difference between that and when you're just going around and you're literally just trying to raise the vibration of different people. That's a beautiful feeling, man.
Facts, bro. And it is.
My grandpa used to tell me this all the time too. My grandpa, he passed away just this last year, you know, rest in peace. He was a very powerful man. And he was actually very wealthy, bro. And he used to give a lot of his money away like crazy. You know, he would just give. And I remember he told me, you know, he was a man of God. You know, he went to church a couple times a week, just very, very into God. And I remember he even told me, my mom told me that when he was literally on his deathbed, bro, he said, you know, tell Seb that you can't do anything without God. That was his last message to me.
That's what he said, bro. To tell that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Isn't that crazy?
That's some powerful shit, bro. You know, if you think about it, yeah. Oh, wait, bro.
He said, tell Seb, because he knows what I was going through, you know, the last few years prior to, you know, me doing a lot better now. He basically said, you know, tell Seb you can't do anything without God. That was his last message to me. And I used to have a lot of deep talks with him. He was always talking to me about God, but he was the one that taught me about giving. You know, he always told me about giving, and that was his MO, bro. He would always, you know, he would give us a lot of all his grandchildren's on Christmas and different things, man. But he was also into giving into different charities and stuff. He would always give donations to his old high school, college, just everything. That was his thing. So I learned that from him.
Dude.
And it's powerful. It's super powerful to always be in a state of giving. You know, it helps other people, and it also makes you feel good.
Dude, you make a serious impact when you do that shit amongst the people. You know, that's like literally operating in godly essence when you do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that, what you just explained, bro, that's exactly how I want to be. You know, when I become an old gentleman and stuff, I want to be the type to where I'm always, you know, a person of influence, a person that's giving, and a person to be remembered, you know, because you are operating in a super strong spirit. And people will remember you when you do that type of shit, because it's giving and you're coming from the heart, you know?
Yeah. You're just saying, I'm less important. You're more than you are more important than I am. You know, well, not more important, but I mean, you're equally as important. So it's like, here's some of the money that I could just keep for myself. I'm gonna just give it to you because I know that you need it, type shit.
Right. Ain't even worried about it, type shit. You go ahead and use it for yourself, and don't worry about giving me anything back. I don't want nothing back. Just take this and go help yourself, type shit.
Right, because you know what I'm saying. That this person obviously doesn't have you know, what they need. So if you're able to provide that, why not do it?
Right. That stuff is a blessing, bro. That is, like I said, operating in that godly essence to the fullest, bro. Oh, wait.
That's powerful, man. That's where that makes me feel good just talking about it.
For real, bro. You know, I'm glad you brought that up because, it's very powerful. And that's how I want to be, man. I want to be like how a lot of the, you know, the older gentlemen and just, you know, older individuals in general, how they operated back in the day without all this technology that's messing our heads up and shit and all this distraction. Seemed like back then when we didn't have all that distraction and technology and shit, Muggs was operating in that godly essence hard as hell, bro, because it wasn't so much shit going on.
For real.
You know? All right, man. On to topic number 4. What are your thoughts about prioritizing self-care?
So this topic that I picked this one, bro, it was just kind of a general thing. You know, lately I've been noticing how, you know, I know that we've spoken on it in the past about how, you know, on SR, the energy is way up and, you know, maybe we don't need as much sleep, you know, this and that. But I realized that is true. Obviously, you know, if you catch yourself unable to sleep sometimes late at night, you know, you can get up the next day and attack it. But I've been noticing that my life is a lot smoother when I prioritize all these things that I need to get done. You know, it's almost like turning it into part of the routine, you know, focusing on my sleep, focusing on making sure my hygiene is on point, making sure, what the heck is that? Drink enough water throughout the day. All these things, man. You know, now I got myself a little skincare routine. It's just little things, bro, but taking care of myself on a daily basis and putting that into the routine. Obviously, it seems like common knowledge, but sometimes we can forget, you know, especially the sleep thing is huge for me. You know, when I wake up and I've gotten at least 7-8 hours of sleep, it's like I'm less vulnerable to get attacked, you know, spiritually attacked. And it's easier for me to connect with God because I feel, you know, my body has been reset and I'm in a proper way, you know, to function. You know, sometimes I'll be out here on 4 or 5 hours of sleep and then I end up getting spiritually attacked, you know, and I'm trying to, or I'll drink too much coffee on a couple hours of sleep and I end up just tripping out all day long, you know. But so now I'm really trying to focus on, especially on the days where I have to go to work. Like I got to go to work right after this episode and I got a good night's sleep last night. So I feel good today, bro. And I feel like I set myself up for the day.
Right. As you should, bro. You know, yeah, that's important. Having that self-care, you know, it builds structure to yourself because, you know, if you don't have self-care for yourself and taking care of the small things, you're not able to help others out there. You know, it all starts with us, bro. That self-care ain't no joke, but, you know, you got some individuals who look at that type of shit and think you're like stuck up, as I like to say, because you have great self-care when it's nothing like that at all. You know, it's important to have self-care, you know, because you, when you do that, you're operating in your godly essence because it's just important to have that for yourself, you know, because you're looking at yourself and not elsewhere at other individuals and trying to bring other people down or be in competition. You know, because you put all your energy into yourself type shit. You are saving spiritual money. You are stacking spiritual money. You are not spending spiritual money, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's important to save that up and have, you know, great self-love and self-care for yourself. And when you stack up enough bread, bro, enough of that spiritual money and shit, that's when you are able to help others start stacking up spiritual money and saving their shit as well by spreading wisdom, by spreading knowledge, by sharing fruit off the tree that you've grown. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
It's important to have that self-love and self-care. So, and staying in contact with fellow retainers too, you know?
Yeah. That's the thing that I've noticed that going on semen retention will do for you as well, is that it increases all of this stuff. You know, that's benefit that people don't get. People always talk about the energy, the female attraction, maybe gains in the gym, all that, you know, worldly stuff. But at the core, it connects you with God and it increases your self-love. You know, it helps you get dialed in so deep to where you can connect with yourself again. You know, really connect with yourself again and understand who you are and understand, you know, your worth on, you know what I'm saying, as a human being. When you're busting nuts all the time, you're draining that, you know, and you have no idea who you are, number one, and so you don't love yourself. You have no idea who you are, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it was for me.
Me too, bro. Like, it was so bad for me to where I literally did not know who I was as a person, bro. Like, that was like the worst feeling in the world. Is feeling like that. You know, feeling like that movie called Get Out and shit. You know, when you like in your subconscious, like trapped or something to where you don't have control of your body type shit, you know? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's not good. You know, it's important to have self-love, self-care, and operate in that present moment so we can be able to, you know, project that powerful, you know, godly essence energy you got in yourself out, you know, to raise the vibration and shit.
You know what else I learned too is like, that might be another reason why a lot of us ended up using substances, is because we get to that place where we get lost. We don't end up knowing who we are. So then we try to numb it with substances because we're so lost and, you know, we're just trying to cope. So I feel like going on SR could cure a lot of different things, you know, because I don't even think about like numbing. Like the thought of me going and having a drink right now is like, it would suppress all of the, it's like it would turn off the router, you know, the spiritual router. I feel like you're just turning it off when you go have some alcohol and shit.
Yeah, because it's a spirit in a bottle, bro. You know, when you drink that shit, you are literally like letting the enemy walk into your spiritual house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because our bodies is our spiritual house, is the meat suit or whatever you want to call this shit. When you drink alcohol, that's like being like, oh, what's up, pal? And it's the enemy type shit. You let the enemy just walk up in your crib, like, come on in, just go ahead and sit on the couch, you know? And yeah, that's what it's like to me. That's the way I see shit, you know, drinking that alcohol, bro. Yeah, that's like letting the enemy into your spiritual house, you know, because if you drink enough of it, you will become somebody who you're not.
Yes.
You know.
It comes in and it fools you into thinking, this is my experience. It's like when you drink the alcohol, like you said, you know, it's the spirits, because it's like a different spirit that comes in and it takes you over and it gives you that false identity that like everything's okay, because it gives you like a false sense of confidence and it gives you a false sense of knowing who you are, you know, when you're drunk and shit like that. That's why people get, like, they call it liquid courage and shit like that, but it's a false courage, you know. So I feel like it's basically inviting the enemy in, like you said, come sit on my couch type shit, and the enemy takes you over and then makes you think that like you found yourself through this liquid, but it's all fake, you know. And then when you don't have it, you don't have that feeling anymore. It's back to, you know, reality, who you really are. And it makes you uncomfortable.
It's like being in a trap, bro. It's literally like being in a trap and shit. You know, drinking that alcohol like that. You know, yeah, it's like letting the enemy in your house type shit, and then he takes you over, you know, to the point to where you don't even realize, you know, what you are doing most of the time. And then you'll have situations where individuals you'll have situations where people be like, do you remember what you did type shit? And that's like the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I told you this story before, but this is the one I will never forget, bro. I remember going to a party, right? And I was in this back room with this female and shit, and we ended up turning the lights off. And I remember I was like kissing her, you know, we were like fooling around, whatever we were doing, kissing. And then I turned the lights off. My ass was so drunk that I forgot who I was kissing and shit.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I had to tell her to turn the lights on because I didn't know. I was like, you know, I like pulled back. I was like, wait, who are you? I was like, and she got so mad. I think she slapped me or some shit, but I had no idea who this person was that I was kissing. And so I had to tell her to turn the light on and shit. And after we had been in there for a minute, you know, and I'm just, yeah, she was very upset with that. And then I remember her telling me like the next day, like she was pissed off at me for a few days after that.
Hell yeah, they get mad at you because it's happened to me before, bro. I was at a pool party and shit at my my uncle's house. You know, the last house he was staying at, he had an in-ground pool in the backyard. And I had a party out there and shit with, you know, my friends and some females. And I got to making out with this one girl, bro. Got to making out with her and shit over there, drunk as hell. You feel me? Got to making out with her and shit. And she told me what her name was, and I forgot what her name was and called her a different name, bro. Oh, she got mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? She got mad as hell and did never talk to me again because I was drunk. You know, that alcohol takes you over to where you have no control of yourself, but you're doing shit though.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Cause I shit you not, I was making out with this girl on the side of the pool and shit. And she told me what her name was. And it's like, it just went through one ear and out the other. And then I said a whole nother name and shit. Ooh, she got mad as hell.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah,
that's that alcohol, bro. That alcohol is bad business.
For real, man.
You know?
Yeah, it causes you to tweak out and do some disrespectful type shit.
Man.
Right.
Well, we live and we learn, you know? All right, buddy. Topic number 5, bro. What are your thoughts on transmuting your energy into your career or whatever you have going on that's productive in your life?
Do you feel like you could start that one out?
Yeah. From my personal experience, you know, transmuting energy into, you know, my career or whatever I have going on is very powerful. And I see how, you know, it works now. You know, at first I didn't understand it, but when you cultivate and transmute that energy into responsibilities, you know, your job, your career or whatever you got going on that's productive, you become a monster, bro, because you're not fornicating, you're not busting nuts. So all that energy that you use to have sex or whatever, it's going into being productive, you know, and that's some powerful shit, you know, exercising, you know, yeah, that sexual energy is powerful as hell. And when you learn how to use it in different directions and stuff, your whole life will become, you know, great. It seems,
Yeah.
you know, you use it for the right shit and not sex all the time. Oh, you become a savage out here, you know,
Yes.
because you're operating in your top-notch consciousness, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely. It's such a trip, dude, because yeah, like every area of your life will get optimized, you know. I mean, just look at us, bro. This is what we're doing right now is that's exactly what we're doing. You know, we're taking that sexual energy, you know, and then we started a podcast, and now we have close to 100 episodes because we're transmuting sexual energy as we speak.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, bro. Literally.
Yeah, we have a lot of extra energy. We have a lot of extra creative juices going on, and you can put it into something constructive, you know. For me, yeah, it's like, I think the biggest ones for me is obviously when I go to work, and then I'll go to the gym, and then when I make the content and stuff like that. Those are my three areas that I'm focused on right now. And like for the gym, you know, I'm probably the biggest I've ever been in my life, bro. I'm just a straight savage, you know, in the gym and putting up more weight than I ever have in my whole life, right?
Yeah.
And then at work, I'm a beast. You know, all my managers and stuff like that have all, you know, said like I'm a good worker, and I'm just so locked in. And then obviously with the content, bro, it's like we're just, you know, you get into a groove and you just take off, man. Just on cruise control, you know. It's very powerful, man. I try to explain to people that it's more than just these benefits that people say, like, oh, you know, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna have focus. It's like when you stop busting nuts on a, you know, you totally just nip it in the butt and you just go on a streak of SR, your entire life is going to change, you know. And it's like the way I like to explain it is it's like you access a new gear in life, you know. It's just all of a sudden you're here, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're up here, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I feel.
It's like you flip a switch. It's hard to explain, but I know you feel me.
Yeah, I feel you. That's how it feels, bro. You go on that SR journey and shit. It's like, yeah, your world flips upside down, and yeah, you literally like get pulled or some shit. Like far as your spirit goes, that shit gets pulled up to a whole different level, and you just see shit way different, bro. And it's a blessing to be, you know, operating that way, but at the same time, it could be very bizarre sometimes, you know, because you're operating in that godly essence. So bizarre shit is going to happen. And what I like about this journey is that, you know, at the same time, while you are transmuting that energy into your career and stuff, you're also like self-healing, you know, your internal organs are regenerating. Your bones in your body are reconstructing. You know what I'm saying? You are all around just building up on top of, you know, being a monster in your career. You're just your whole world is just leveling up, bro. That's, you know, when you're transmuting that energy, you put it into your career and not having sex or fornicating. Oh yeah, you leveling up far as your power level and your career, basically every damn thing, bro. You know, you are leveling up all around.
I think it turns you into a different person, bro. Low key.
Yeah, it does, bro. That's what it does, man. That's what it does. Because I can agree.
Yeah. Turns you into a different. Wouldn't you say that you're a lot more efficient now with like everything that you have, everything that you are, that, you know, that's gets put in front of you? Wouldn't you say you're a lot more efficient with getting it done?
Yes, way more efficient and way more passionate and way more serious about that shit as well, because you know how it feels to get accomplishment and get the natural way of dopamine to go off. So it becomes addicting.
It's crazy. It doesn't matter what it is either, whether it's just, you know, obviously like the bigger things, like I said, going to work or busting a workout or, you know, making content, making podcasts, but even little things, bro. When I go out into the driveway and I go shoot some hoops or I go skateboard, it's like, I'm like on a whole different level. It's like, I want to do well at everything that I'm doing. You know, I want to perform it's like I get myself performing at the highest level, and it just naturally happens. You know, it's like I have this thing inside of me that's just like, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop it. You know, it's just like this force that's inside of me now that's it's just got me on a just ridiculous trajectory, bro.
That's how it is, man. You are now officially growing a power tree inside your body, bro. You know, and it's all for the better. So no matter what you do, you're very confident in doing it. Yeah, very serious. You know, you're full of life now. You know, since you're full of life now and holding in the life force, everything around you in your world/universe, that shit is lit. No matter what you're doing, you can be riding a skateboard and shit. That shit is lit, bro. You could be riding a scooter. You know what I'm saying? Dribbling a basketball, something that simple, it'll be lit.
It'll be lit. Everything is lit, huh?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's how I feel. That's how it is from personal experience. Like everything is damn near lit almost. It seems on SR and shit.
Even doing laundry is lit.
Yeah, it is. Folding up laundry, you be happy as hell folding laundry and shit.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, like you want to make sure it's folded like really nice, you know, put it away nice, you know what I'm saying? That makes you feel good.
Man, listen here. I like that feeling. And looking at my old self, I never had that feeling. I'd be like, oh, fuck that damn laundry type shit. You know, I'm not folding that, you know, just bitter. And I went on that SR journey and did some shadow work and cleaned myself out and shit. You know, when you clean yourself out, obviously your environment gonna become clean too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Muggs is happy to fold laundry now. You know, Muggs is happy to fold laundry, happy to do dishes. Yes. You know, yeah. That life force, bro.
All that.
God is good, man. That's all I gotta say. Ooh wee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. The grand finale. You ready?
Let's go. Let's get it.
Last but not least, bro, topic number 6. What are your thoughts on how, you know, some female individuals out there can be dangerous?
Ooh-wee. This is just this topic that has been hitting me on a deeper scale lately. You know, a lot of people talk about the female attraction, and obviously it's very real. You know, you're on SR, your energy is up, your confidence is up, your self-love is up. You're just more confident in general. So, you know, women are going to notice that. You know, it's like, it's just ridiculous, man. I got this new job already, right? And one these coworkers, you know, I'm already noticing, it's been like 2 days at the job, and these females, like this one girl just keeps coming around me, bro. Like she just wants to just like be around me. You know, I don't understand why, but she just keeps coming around me and just like standing there, like next to me and shit. And I'm just like literally just standing there. And I'm like, you know, like, can I help you? Like, and she's just like, oh, nothing, you know, just seeing what you're up to, you know, like these girls are just like, you just become a magnet. So, but the thing that I've noticed is that it's all type of females too. So you'll get like the ones that are low vibrational, you'll get toxic females that are also interested in you. So you got to be super careful about, you know, this type of stuff, you know, attracting females, because one, you could get yourself into a soul tie situation if you decide to just smash, you know, every girl that comes your way. You know, you could essentially get yourself into a bad situation, start busting nuts all the time again, and then go back to, you know, who you were. Obviously, that's a big threat to happen. But it can also take you off your purpose as well. If you guys have found out, you know, your newfound mission from God, and you found out, you know, you've turned into that new version of yourself on SR, and you have all these new ambitions, you have all these new things that you want to do. You know, females can take you off of that path just like that, bro. You know, just because all you want to do is go and chill with this girl. You know, it's like, you know, you put them on a pedestal, and it's, you know, a lot of guys think that like the ultimate prize in life is to just like chill with girls and shit. You know, it's like society makes us think that just the ultimate goal is to just have a girl. You know, once you have a girl, you're good. You know, it's like you could just chill. But you know, when you have a mission from God, is way deeper than that, bro. You know, way deeper than that. So that's what I'm trying to say in this message and in this topic is for us guys to think about it on a deeper level. Obviously you're going to get the female attraction, but we got to be careful because we can't let them distract us from what we got going on.
Absolute facts, bro. Yeah, the way I see it, man. Not saying that all females are bad or anything. It's just how you utilize your energy. It's cool to have female individuals that could be like friends or something. But if you're like looking forward to like being lustful and fornicating, then that's the wrong thing to do, because you'll come across some female individuals that's dangerous because you're obviously operating in your lower nature and being blind and not operating in your higher nature to have great discernment. Because like you said, bro, you are electromagnetic now and you got all types of females coming your way, from toxic females to, just all different types of personalities and shit that's coming your way in the shape of these female individuals. And it's important to have great discernment, or else you're going to set yourself up for something very toxic and something that can lead you possibly to spiritual death. Because you get linked up with these females and end up smashing them, create a soul tie, and then it might escalate into something even more toxic and crazier. Because it's all off of infatuation. That's why it's important to take time to get to know these individuals first before you have sex with them. Like, sex is sacred. That should be the last thing to be thought about type shit. You want to get to know these people first, but the way that society has shit set up, it's like going in reverse. They want people to have sex first instead of getting to know these people first, and it needs to be flipped back around. You know what I'm saying? To where you get to know these people and spend time with them first before y'all lay down in bed. Because if you lay down in bed with them first, oh man, that's going to lead to some bullshit. I'm out of bullshit, bro, because like y'all have carnal knowledge of each other. Y'all done had sex. Y'all done seen each other without clothes on and shit. Y'all done mix and mingle type shit. Y'all done jumped the line. Y'all crossed the line type shit already. Instead of getting to know each other before y'all cross that spiritual line. You feel me? Yeah. Right. And then you can come across, dangerous females that way when you operating in that lower nature, because it's happened to me, bro. I've come across dangerous female. They'll try to set you up, all types of shit, bro. It's just not having great discernment and just doing shit, operating in that lust.
And that's exactly how it happened for me, bro. That's literally how you form a soul tie. It's how when you just smash a girl off the rip, like, and then it's like you end up smashing this girl, multiple times, and you guys are hanging out because you guys have formed this connection that, like, you just like to link up and smash, right? And then you like try to trick yourself in pretending that this person's good for you, but the whole connection was just formed on that you guys like to be intimate and shit,
right?
You actually don't have anything in common, there's no spiritual connection. It's like you just force it. It's a lot more common than people realize, and it's very dangerous. That's what happened to me on my last relationship.
Man, me too, bro. And it's just like you learn from that. You be like, man, you don't want nobody else to go through that shit, because that shit is just, it's dangerous, bro. It'll lead you to spiritual death and possibly even worse. Yeah. And we don't want to get to the point to where we want to take ourselves out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we got to get to the place to where we understand that our mission from God is more important than being around a female.
Right.
I think that's at the core. That's what we need to try to influence, some of these guys. And, if you guys are any of the viewers that are maybe struggling with this, you got to get to the point to where you are putting your mission from God above your connection with females. That is more important than getting into a relationship. Damn near more important than having a family. God, the Bible even says many times that God would rather have us, if you can't stop yourself from fornicating and doing, sinning in that fashion, he basically said, he basically said that he would rather have us be single, bro, just so we can connect with him and carry out the message. God says in the Bible, the most important thing for us to do is to carry out you know, the message in that is to basically, you know, raise the vibration on the planet and just like try to fight against the enemy. That's pretty much what our main goal is here on this planet, you know, especially if you're, you know, consider yourself a chosen one, a light worker. That is our thing, is to fight the enemy and to do our part, you know, as, you know, we're here to raise the vibration and we're here to spread the lights, you know, so that's more important than hanging out with a female, man. Hanging out with another human being that's going to end up, you know, getting you into like a complacent type energy and get you into a place to where you're just, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was for me, man, to just slacking on all the things that I like to do. And all I would want to do is just, you know, chill with this girl. So that's the message that I want to get across, is that we got to put that message from God and our purpose above females.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, not saying that, you know, yeah, like I said, not saying that female individuals are bad, but it's like, you know, they're not going anywhere. So what's the point of, you know, wasting your energy and spiritual money on trying to chase after that when you need to work on yourself first? You know, work on yourself first and then attract a female individual. Because usually when we go for them first, we're not able to become successful for ourselves because we're too busy putting them on a pedestal. And then it creates a toxic relationship. You know, it creates a toxic relationship because you can't lead by example.
Yeah. And you're distracted. You're distracted.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't lead by example because you're too distracted from something bigger, a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us fellow gentlemen go through that to where we get stuck and shit and end up being stagnated, you know, and the wrong relationship type shit.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Especially if you're on this light worker path, bro, you got to think of it like this. If you're with a female in a relationship, yeah, you get focused on, you know, making sure they're good, taking care of them, right? That's just worrying about one person, you know, where our mission from God is, you know, we're trying to help the collective and help a lot of people. So it's like you're really trading helping out a whole bunch of people. Who knows the amount of people? It could be, you know, infinite amount of people versus just focusing on one person. You know, it's completely taking you off of the pathway. So,
right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, bro. It's for us to work on building your life first, and then, you know, think about getting a female, starting a family, whatever it is that you want to do, you know? So yeah, that's a strong message that I've been getting recently, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's just important. It's important to operate in that type of, you know, manner, you know, work on yourself first and then get you a female because they're not going anywhere. Like I said, females gonna always be there. So it's no point in, you know, unnecessarily spending your spiritual money. Save that shit.
For real.
You know, straight up.
Real shit.
Well, bro, you know, another banger knocked out of the park, you know, home run style. And much love to all the fellow retainers out there listening to the Unchained podcast and tuning in. You know, anybody in general that's riding with us. Much love to all you guys out there. You know, we are just honored to be doing this shit, bro. You feel me? Making these episodes and just chopping it up about real life stuff and being connected to fellow retainers and fellow light workers, you know.
Yes, sir.
Putting the big homie upstairs first. You know, that is wonderful, bro. Ooh-wee. And yes. My homie Subconscious, bro, good job to you as always, fam. I'm gonna say that every episode.
Absolutely, man. It hits in a different fashion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. When it's from Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Right.
Sebastian.
Much love to everybody, you know, who's been tuning in, everybody who's been commenting. You know, means a lot to us. We have a lot of fun making these episodes, and it just means the world that you guys are getting something out of it. So much love as well. Martin, great job. I'm going to get on here and upload this episode for us, my dude. And then I got to head to work, but much love, man. Great job. Shout out to everybody. You know, if you made it this far in the episode, as I say every week, shout out to you. This has been the Unchained podcast, episode 98.
Right?
98?
Mm-hmm.
All
yeah,
right.
98.
All right, guys. We will catch y'all next time, man. Hopefully you guys got something out of this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, bro. Much love. We'll catch you guys later, man. Martin, great job, man. I'll be talking to you, bro.
All right, buddy. You know, much love always. And I'm just grateful. And once again, bro, another banger. On to episode 99, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later, bro.
All right, man. You have a good rest of your day, bro.
You too, fam.
All right, bro.